Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
That was a intense, crazy storm last night.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
It was pretty gnarly, that's for sure.
Crazy lightning, man. Me and the kids, we were in the house. We were getting ready for bed and stuff. And man, the flashes, it was like pulsing. It was like, brrr,
Yep.
brrr. It was crazy. Like it's different because out here we do get different types of lightning, you know. I'm a lightning connoisseur.
Well, I mean, like, out there in the West, the lightning, it's an awesome show. Mm-hmm. It's such an open, vast,
you could see it forever.
Area that you can just see anywhere and everywhere, and it's like, oh my goodness.
Like you really see each bolt, you know. Mm-hmm. Out here, it's mostly like the light flashing. You very rarely will actually see the bolt.
Yeah.
You just see like the brightness, the flickering. And it was flickering like crazy last night, man. Flash, bang, boom, torrential downpour, rain. Everything is still pretty muddy. The patio's dried out, but everything's pretty muddy still outside. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Birds are chirping, singing around.
Yeah, it won't be long though. Today we've got another inch of rain expected. And it's going to start around 10 or so. So, like, honestly, this is the nicest time of the day. Mm-hmm. Not only because it's morning and the sun ain't so hot, but this is going to be the driest part of the day today, too.
No, it's supposed to get pretty crazy again.
Yeah. We've got rain on the agenda for the entire week, which kind of sucks because we want to chop off the eve and get up there and stuff. But it's a blessing because Gary's still recovering. We've got a lot of other things going on, and it allows us that grace time, you know, without feeling super bad about it. Because me and Gary, we always like beat ourselves up, you know, like, oh, so.
It always happens, you know, but like I said, I mean, I'm just happy that we were able to get so much done yesterday before the rain even hit, you know.
Which I don't know if you guys can tell or not. Here, baby, let's ski. Ski.
It's definitely got mowed.
Yeah.
It got mowed. You can see where the weeds
are
up on the fence line. I still got to go around and weed eat, but
yeah, the fence line can use it because then we can get some of the view from here.
Some of it,
but at least like the fire pit area, it's cleaned up again.
I'm almost torn though around the fence. Like I like weed eating it and making it clean, but it does look pretty nice with like some sort of like greenery up in the fence. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you mean. I hear you. It's not bad. It's not terrible.
No.
And then we have that one really big Havens tree or whatever. It's on the second tier, and they're like, oh, it's really invasive. You should get rid of that thing. But that's the only source
tree
of like shade on that area, and it does shade out the chickens' pecker palace a little bit. And it does shade out like the second tier just a little bit. So although it's invasive and it's not growing exactly where we want it to be.
No, I went down there and I mowed quite a bit around it, but it's a tree.
Yeah, I kind of like it. If anything, I almost want to like try to force it to grow this way, grow more on the tier. Because it's kind of growing like on the ledge. It's literally right on the edge.
Oh, it is. There's a few spots I've noticed that it's popping up along the edge, and I'm like, dude, that might be one of those where it's like a shrubbery bush type thing, and we're gonna have to just really keep an eye on it and maintain it because
I know I don't want it to ruin that tier. That was a lot of work, and it wasn't cheap, so no. I definitely don't want the tier to go bye-bye, but it's one of those things. What do we do? You know, do we keep it? Do we get rid of it? I don't know.
And it's the thing is it's no matter what we do, I have chopped that thing down. I don't know how many times, and it still is there.
Well, like the subscriber that told us it's called Heaven's something. It's like Heaven something. It's really invasive, and you have to get the root ball out. Yeah. Otherwise, it will just continually keep growing. Like no matter what, it's alive. So
that might be a task for Uber.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I've hacked that thing down so many times, and it's grown. I can't believe how tall it is.
It's taller than me right now.
I'm like, what the heck, dude? Like
you were nothing. You were.
I chopped it down.
A stick over the
last
winter,
year,
and now it's taller than me.
Yeah.
So, how's your back feeling today?
It's feeling all right. You know, it was.
You did do a lot of mowing yesterday, so you didn't just take it easy. Although
no, it probably was it's one of those where it's like it probably wasn't the best idea, but at the same time, it needed to get done, and I didn't want to sit. I'm going stir crazy a little bit, you know.
I do know.
And yeah, no, I was only able to get this part and the garden tier done and whatnot. And after that, I was like, man, I gotta go sit down. I gotta go lay down. And I ended up taking a nap.
Yeah,
and I almost missed the whole storm and everything. I came out, I was like,
yeah, he came out for dinner.
dang, it's raining.
So here's a little something. Well, actually, it looks much better now, but you can kind of see it right here. So I was out. It was bright red yesterday, or this last night. I spent the whole day gardening. I got the garden all cleaned up. I weed eated. I got all of the weeds taken out of there. I got some pretty good harvest out of there too. I was very excited about it, guys. Very excited. Yeah. And you know how I've been talking about how like I've been craving those homemade BLTs. Mm-hmm. Guess what we had for dinner last night?
Yeah.
Yep. I woke Gary up for some BLTs and I was like, baby, look at the storm. He's all,
Well, yeah, no, it was pretty crazy. I was like, wow, okay. Like, I was not expecting it to rain that much. Yeah. You know, I knew it was going to rain like that night, but.
No, it was pouring, dude. Pouring.
Yeah. It was not nighttime and it was still daytime out there.
Yeah.
It was pouring crazy.
My garden day did get cut. I wouldn't say short because I was out there from the time that we finished Real Talk all the way until I think it was like 5:30 or 6. I put in a good 8-9 hours in the garden yesterday. Yeah. Solid, just getting it right. And when I say it was cut short was because yesterday I did plan to do the garden fabric. No. And I did not do it yesterday. Although this morning I've already been up and doing my thing and I rolled out what I have over on that side and I'm still short like a little piece. Like I don't know what it is with me and measurements, you know, I'm a visual person. You tell me numbers and I'm like, huh? But I ordered a roll of 150 foot by 4 foot roll. And I'm like, that should be enough. I only have like this L shape basically to do. Well, yeah, it did it all the way up until about where my sage is. And so that corner, just that corner from the sage and then over the block, I probably need like another 30 feet. Probably. But then again, I don't know because I can't judge feet from nothing. So maybe it's 50 feet. I don't know, but it's not that much left. But you did say that we had some of that stuff that we used for the French drains,
as well as we have some that we use for like the tiers.
Oh yeah.
You know what we're talking about?
I only need a sliver. I don't care if it's patchwork. I mean, it'll keep the weeds away, right? So
that's what it's for.
I don't care if it's patchy, like a patch here and a patch there. It keeps the weeds gone. Good to go. Mm-hmm. And it's not like it looks bad or anything. It's fine.
So that'll be good.
But I did get a pretty good harvest out of the garden yesterday. I got some, like my carrots, I had to thin out my carrots because they're starting to grow pretty close together. And you do got to thin them so that way the other ones can keep growing. And they were probably like this big, some of the carrots that I pulled out to thin. Yeah. And I had quite a bit of them. And I ended up having Scarlett help me out. And she took them over to the rabbits and like evenly distributed them. I had a boatload of turnips. And one of my turnips was like giant, dude. I was like, dang, thing giant.
Nuts.
And I got a bunch of turnips. I got a bunch of radishes. I got a bunch of my snap peas. And I got a bunch of lettuce. And then the carrots. So I thought that was a pretty good start for the garden.
Heck yeah.
Not everything is, ready yet. Yeah. I was looking though too. My cucumbers I have one pretty good sized cucumber in there. I was all, dang. So everything's starting to pop off more. I anticipate in the next couple of weeks that we'll have more and more and more, which is very exciting for me. Very exciting.
Next month it should be really popped.
I know. I know. And my flowers too, like even my summer flowers, they're starting to really pop out too. Mm-hmm. But it was really nice spending the day down there, listening to music, jamming out, listening to podcasts, just doing my thing. However, the glove thing. So I was wearing my long sleeve, like sun shirt, and my face is pretty sunburned too. I don't know if like my neck, I don't know if it shows on the camera, but it was bright red.
I think you were on the phone or something.
Huh?
I think you were on the phone or something.
No, it's just how I was wearing a hat and I wasn't on the phone because I was listening to podcasts. I had my little ear pod in.
I was thinking that you're like this.
Oh, on the phone. No, I think it might have just been how I was leaning on this. I was kind of leaning on the blocks like this and putting my weight, you know what I mean? So that explains it.
It looks like you lean that part of your head towards this.
No, I'm right-handed, so like I was leaning my body weight on my left hand to kind of like lean over and to get into the garden, but I was mostly doing all the picking with this hand. This hand, I tell you, man, it looked like I was wearing a red glove. It was bright red. I put some aloe vera and stuff on it last night, but I was wearing my long sleeve sun shirts, which thank God I had those because otherwise I'd just be rock lobster with my red hands, you know, my whole body be all red. I need to remember to put sunscreen on my hands because I'm not one that really likes to wear garden gloves because I like to feel the dirt. I like to get my fingernails dirty. I like to, you know, feel what I'm doing with it.
You like the dexterity.
I do.
Of your fingers.
I do. Now, sometimes I'll put some gloves on if there's like a really viney something that I got to rip out, you know. I'll put the gloves on just for that thing. I'll put the gloves on, I'll do that thing, and then as soon as I'm done doing that thing, they come back off. Yeah. And I get my fingers dirty. Yeah. I don't know, I like it. So anyhow, I need to remember to put sunscreen on my hands when I'm working in the garden. Yeah. I could also use a bigger hat. I need to get me one of those big old sombreros. Yeah. Like, you know. Mm-hmm. I want to get one of those. I don't have one. I did have one, but then I let the kids use it over last summer. What happened was mom life. But they sell them at the dollar store like this time of year. They're not, you know what I mean? Like I don't need anything fancy. No. Just one of those big dollar store. Yeah, just a shade hat. Mm-hmm. And you guys know me, like I care more about function than I do of how things look. Yeah. Like I care about if it works. So if y'all see me, you know, rolling around with this giant hat on, mind your business. I'm trying to find myself from the sun, trying to protect myself.
That's pretty funny.
Same reason why I wear fanny packs instead of walk around with a purse, you know?
It's true.
Like I'd rather have my hands free than like be lugging around this thing and hurt my back. It's easier for me to, I don't know. Yeah. I care more about how things work than how it looks. No. Anyways.
No, I hear you on
Skeet,
that.
squirrel.
I hear you on that.
Well, today we are expecting a ton of rain. Like I said, I got finished in the garden and I do have all the stuff. I got jalapenos and stuff in there, which my jalapenos actually are almost ready to pick too. Mm-hmm. But they're not fully, there's still some that are a little small, but I probably have like 2 that I can go out there and pick. Yeah. But I have some store-bought jalapenos and I got all of those radishes and I got some carrots and I got some onions and stuff. However, I'm out of vinegar and I'm out of the actual canning lids for some jars and stuff. So I'm going to skeet off to town today. I wasn't able to actually do any of that pickling yesterday that I was going to include in the video that we were recording. So I'm going to do some of that today. We did do some recording yesterday. Yep. Gary walked around, showed you some of the animals, and I spent some good time in the garden with y'all. Mm-hmm. Although I will say it was mad frustrating with the whole battery dying, overheating situation again.
Yeah, that's...
story of our life in the summer. Yeah, man. But I did get enough footage to where I can piece it together and I'll make a good vlog for you guys. And I hear you guys were commenting on our video yesterday that you guys would like to see some of that canning and stuff. So your wish is my command. I will go to the town today and I'm going to pick up a few of the necessities. And this afternoon, I will do some of that canning and stuff and put it out in our next video, which should come out on Simple Life Reclaimed tomorrow if all things go according to Mel's plan, which, you know, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah. So you guys will be able to get some sort of homestead update around here. And we're going to be bringing you guys along for a lot of day in the life type of vlog stuff, especially with the rainy days and with Gary recovering. A friendly reminder that we are not a building channel, although the building is a very huge part of our life right now. It's not the all-consuming part of our life. We're building an entire homestead from scratch. So with building a homestead, it involves gardening and animal care and, you know, different crafts and stuff that we got working on. And yes, it does involve building outbuildings and it does involve things like that, but that's not the entire central focus.
Correct.
Yeah, but we invite you guys to come along for all of it. I think I'm going to do quite a bit of cooking this week because, again, rainy days. And, you know, some folks like to see it. Mm-hmm. If you do, hopefully you watch. And if you don't, come back another time. It's all good. Yeah. Donuts is one of the things that I've been getting requested a lot. David has been breaking my freaking arm over, where's my donuts? Where's my donuts? And I know that you would absolutely love some donuts. And I've actually gotten that request a couple of times very recently in some of the comments. So I think I might tackle that one. But it's not like it's this super easy process. You got to home make all the dough, and then you got to form it all out, and then you got to fry each one, perfect temperature. And they don't last. Like, I don't know what I'm putting in it or what the stores put in it to preserve it, to make it last. Like, I go to the bakery and I'll get like a dozen donuts, and we could eat on those for, like, by the end of the week, they're getting kind of hard.
Yep.
By the end of the week, right? But for me, when I make the homemade donuts, it's like if you don't eat it that day, the very next day, they're like getting kind of hard.
Are you adding salt in it?
Yeah.
You're adding salt in it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Salt, sugar, yeast, flour, I think milk.
There's gotta be a preservative inside of one of the ingredients somewhere.
Something that they use at the bakery. Mm-hmm. And maybe we have a baker that watches our channel, and they can let me know what that secret ingredient is, because donuts are the one thing that I've been trying to like perfect. And the first time I made donuts, I was not very good at it. I will just say they came out okay, but they weren't like that great. Now I can do them really good, but if you don't eat them the day that I make them.
It's also, what I'm wondering is it the humidity itself while you are making the dough that makes it to where it won't last? Because I know that does play effect in sometimes with the dough and like how it comes out, but also once it's done, like with our bread and with like the vanilla wafers that you bought, right? If you don't eat them immediately, like they end up being like super like soft.
Sometimes they'll get soft, or they'll get really hard.
Or really hard, or like they become like stale and the point like almost instantly.
But how does the bakery get away with that? Like they bake them fresh in the bakery, and then like you go to Wally World, right? And you go to the bakery section, and they have all those donuts out, right?
Well, it's the same.
And they didn't make them that morning; they made them like the day before. No, but like
if we bring home donuts from like Albertsons, right? If you don't eat them that day, they end up being like moist. Oh, that's
like extra sticky, like they ooze.
Well, like no, like they end up being like wet almost.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Well, yeah, but it's like, what the heck? Like, there's nothing different, you know. But I feel like it's the humidity.
Mine have the opposite effect, though. Mm-hmm. Mine get hard.
I think it has to do with the humidity aspects.
I don't know, but they're very good the day you make them. Yeah. Like they're delicious the day you make them. The day you make them, it's like donuts. Mm-hmm. But yeah, right afterwards, it's if you don't eat them all. No. I guess the dog's getting a treat. I don't know. I don't know. But I think I might work on that later on today too. But I do have plenty of, I have a lot of canning that I want to work on. I have some other things up my sleeve. I don't want to spill all my beans. But I do have some other things that I'm going to be working on. And while Gary is recovering, and while we're kind of waiting for weather to clear out, so that way we can keep working back on our decking, I have some other stuff that I'm going to bring you guys along for. So I might bring you guys a Mel show, like how we bring you guys a Gary show. Sure. But at the very least, I know you guys are going to get some day in the life stuff out of me and the kids and Gary and whatnot, because we're a vlog and that's what we do. So, yeah. But I do have to get myself going off to the store. I want to get there before the rain starts, because I don't really like driving in it, because I just don't. I don't like driving in really crazy. And out here in Arkansas, sometimes when it lets loose, like it's like somebody's just the fire hose is just going. It is so much rain, and makes very minimal visibility, and the roads are all sloppy, and yeah. So I kind of want to, and I know that today's shopping trip, not only do I have to get like the vinegar and but I got to get other odds and ends that I've been putting off because we've been so busy, like cat litter and.
Yeah.
I have a list pretty long. It's going to take me a little while.
It's all right.
I know. But I'm going to leave Gary and Abraham home, so that way you can keep relaxing, keep chilling, keep doing your thing. And I'm going to have the girls go to the town with me and help me out. We're going to have us a girls' day.
I'm really hoping that tomorrow I'll be at a good enough spot with my back to where I can get back up there.
I was thinking I need to add it to my list because I know I only have one permanent marker. I was thinking when we go up there and do all the markings, maybe we'll just do it in permanent marker. So that way if we do get a bunch of rain and stuff, it doesn't wash it all away.
Yeah, get a few pack, because if I'm It never
usually we do stuff in
fails.
pencil and then.
Well, it never fails with the markers itself, which is partly why we don't really use them for up there, is that the wood will eat that felt off the marker completely, and then you're left with like, it's like flat end of the marker, and you're trying to mark and it won't mark because it's like, it's shoved so far in there. Yeah. It's like, son of a gun.
It like sucks into it, and then also
you never get to use the marker fully, and you end up throwing that marker away and grab another. And
if we do end up going up there, because tomorrow, like, although we have rain on the agenda all week, it's that 20% chance, right? Yeah. So it's that 20%. Who knows if it's going to or not? Like we said before, we always tend to be in that other. So I would expect us to get rain all week, literally as far out as I can look on the weather app from NOAA. Every single day, as far out as I can see, we got a 20% chance of rain. Now, we can't just wait around. We have stuff we have to do. So we're going to have to play and do as much as that. But there are things that we can do.
No.
So I'm just trying not to push you. I'm trying to just let you take your time. I have plenty of other things I could do.
I'm trying. But yeah.
I know you folks love Gary, and I love Gary so much. But you guys don't mind hanging out with me for a vlog or two, right? While Gary recoups.
I mean, it should be perfectly fine.
Might be me just hanging out in the kitchen, showing you guys a few things, but
okay.
I mean,
I do have some of those pens. I did buy a brand new set of pens or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? I got a 12-pack or something like that.
Oh, the ballpoint.
We could use.
Yeah, but those are just ballpoint. They're not permanent marker. They're just regular. The thing is with working with those sometimes though, like it's irritating because like you'll be writing.
Either way, it's gonna be irritating.
I know, you'll be writing and you're like, come on. You're like, and then all of a sudden you write on your hand and then it starts working and then you put it back on the wood and it's dry again. You're like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Pencil works too. Obviously, pencil's our favorite method. But when it's raining like this, sometimes it gets like discolored.
I'm gonna end up buying us some Fisher Space pens.
Yeah, those are nice. Those ones are great.
They work on.
You've had that one pen for like a decade.
Yeah, I need to get a new ink cartridge.
Yeah, 10 years and it finally.
It's like dead too. Well,
I can't believe
it still works here and there.
I can't believe you haven't lost it.
I know, me too. It's like this small, right? I haven't lost it.
I can't believe we still have it after all this moving, living in a trailer, camping on the side of the road, you know, like after everything that we've been through. He still has that pen. It's on my desk.
Yeah, I think it's in your cup on the desk.
It is.
If it's not, it's in my drawer. But
no, it's on the desk right now.
Well, I do need to get that. I love those pens. Though.
After all these years, it still works.
Yeah.
So.
And it writes underwater too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat.
And I had to do something in my mom's pool. I used it in there. I was like, this thing writes underwater, it says. So I was all, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Perfect. That was pretty cool.
It's a good pen. If we had more of those, then we could do all the measurements with that. But
it'd be easy to mark with that.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Life is good.
But
yeah, I'm gonna get rolling. I do want to hit the road before all the mud and all the rain and the downpour and everything. But yesterday was a fantastic day. We'll be showing you guys some of it. I'm going to piece together some of that with some of the kitchen stuff I get into today, some of that canning. I'm going to make that El Mexicano, the pickled radish with the carrots and the onions and the jalapenos.
Good.
So good, guys. It's so good on tacos. I'm going to try to do it in a follow along type instead of like the usual, you know, just this is what I did. I'll try to do it a little bit more instructional so that way you guys can do it yourselves and give it a try because it is absolutely delicious. And maybe we'll actually, the only way that I could do, because we don't have like a good Mexi Mart. I can't get any carne asada or anything like that around here. So but I could do some shredded chicken or something. Maybe we can have some tacos with some shredded chicken.
Anybody in this area know where there's some carne asada or a good like Mexi Mart?
Yeah, because like in Vegas, like that area, there was Mariana's, and that was the spot. You could go there and
that would be awesome.
It had so much good meat there, man, already seasoned, and like it was so good.
I heard that there's some out in like Rogers area,
and I know that there's a place out in like Little Rock. That's just a little far to drive for some carne, you know.
It'd be awesome if they had some in like Fort Smith area.
Yeah. Or even Van Buren.
Or Van Buren.
anywhere in between here and there. That'd be great. Let us know.
Particular area.
Let us know. Let us know. Our biggest gripe about Arkansas is that we don't have very good Mexican food out here, but we know how to make it, so it's fine. We'll make it ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's the one thing. It's like, I miss my Mexican food, man.
I know. Womp, womp, womp. The best place that I found so far is El Super Taco, and that is in Fort Smith. And it's good. It is not the best. I'm not going to say it's like, and womp it up like it's the greatest thing in the world, but it is the closest to Roberto's that I have found.
I come to find out.
And Roberto's isn't even like, El Grande or anything, but it is really, really good. And it's a chain in the West Coast, but
it's I've come to realize that, people out here don't really like too much spice.
Yeah.
They don't like that heat.
I think we got to go more south for that. Cause I know down in Louisiana, they like that spice.
But I know it's different too. And so there's Tex-Mex, right? Mm-hmm. Tex-Mex is different than West Coast food. Arizona,
it's totally
Mexican.
Different. It's totally different.
There's some different aspects to it.
We like the Southwestern flavor.
The Southwestern, there it is. I was trying to
no.
Whatever it is, yeah. But
it's regional. We like the Southwestern flavor because that's what we grew up with. That's what we're used to.
Tex-Mex, they add heat with a jalapeno. That's a lot of where their heat comes from. It's a lot of jalapeno.
Yeah.
A lot of jalapeno.
Jalapenos are good.
Jalapenos are good. Yeah. But there's other ways to make that heat.
Well, maybe when I come home tonight and I do all that canning and stuff, if not tonight, then maybe tomorrow night I'll do shredded chicken or whatever, and I'll get that going for you, so that way we could try out some of the pickled carrots and all that stuff.
I'm down. You don't gotta threaten me with a good time. All right. I'm super looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. Anyway, we could sit here. I'm so bad with goodbyes. Look how long-winded I am. I think I started saying I need to go probably 10 minutes ago, but here I am still yakking. But for real though, it is starting to I could feel the temperature.
Yep, the dew point is changing.
Yeah, so I gotta roll. I'm gonna get these girls with me. We're gonna go to town, gonna have us a good day. Yep. Have fun with Abe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will. I'm gonna try to relax a little bit. I've got
keep doing that.
No.
That's seriously, we're not gonna get nothing done if you don't feel right. So
I know.
I'll man the ship. Just keep doing your thing.
It's all good. I'll get her going little by little.
Your bruising is now just straight yellow. So that's great. Keep doing the cream.
I'm at the last little bit of healing then on that bruising aspect.
On the bruising. Just because the bruise is gone doesn't mean it feels perfect, but just keep resting. I know it's driving you crazy.
Yeah, no, it's gonna get done. It's gonna go. Actually, I might have you while you're in town buy me a new back brace.
Okay.
And I might have you video call me.
Yeah. So you could get the specific kind.
So I can have you look at it while I'm looking at it and tell you you'll get that.
I'm gonna buy some more icy hot too. We got that other cream, but I'm gonna get some more icy hot because I know I could use that for some of my shoulders. Like my shoulder hurts, and I know that other cream. And the arnica gel and stuff, that helps. But I think I want to feel it right away. I want that. And I need to get a heating pad.
A heating pad?
Yeah, because
we had a heating pad.
Well, we did, and I was looking for it the other day, and I couldn't find it. It disappeared. Yeah.
Anyway. We got a lot of things to do. I'm running around.
Yeah.
So
thank you guys for hanging out with us this morning. We love you guys so much. We will be going live tonight on Simple Life Reclaimed, so you guys got that to look forward to, and as do we, because we enjoy hanging out with you guys.
Yes.
So we'll see you tonight, 7 o'clock, Simple Life Reclaimed, and we'll be back tomorrow here on Real Talk with SLR with another episode. So until then, friends, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.